Hello and welcome to Taekwondo Training. I'll be your instructor for today's show, Bob Lemire. What I'd like to do on today's show is what we call three combinations, block, attack, or double attack, okay? So what I'm going to do is try to do some hand blocks, maybe hand attack, and followed up with a kick, or hand block, kick, and followed up with a hand. They're going to be basic. If you followed my show, you'll know I only do basic technique here. So if you're at home and you want to train with me, you're not saying I can't do anything like that. Stuff I do is very, very basic on the thing. Once in a while, we'll go crazy and give you some advanced, but you know what the show's all about. Okay, so we're going to go easy. I'm going to explain everything as I usually do, even right from the stance. In the fighting stance, whenever there's a situation you have to use martial arts as defense, or you want to be in a good stance, fighting stance, okay? And again, I always tell people, your feet are kind of shoulder width apart, relaxed, the way you walk, all right? And you walk like this, all right? So that stance right there, all right? That's a stance right there. You're in that all day, so you already practiced it. All right, so you can fight in that stance. Boxers do. All right, we have stances, back stances, and we have forward stances. Back stance. I used to fight in the back stance all the time, back in the day, way back in the '80s, and that was one of the popular stances. Then all of a sudden, as the Olympics were coming along, they were changing the way they were fighting for speed, and the fighting stance came about. Or didn't just come about, but that was the popular one because everyone was using it. So back stances took a back stance. All right, so you're in a fighting stance, all right? And they always keep your legs and your ankles and your hips really loose, all right? It's hard for a lot of people because they're rigid, but you have to relax. And that means a lot of stretching before and maybe cool down stretching after. But you want to be relaxed, okay? And not be stiff, all right? Because you can't move when you're stiff in any sport. So you're relaxed here, your hands are always up. I'm just going to, I really have an idea what my shows are about, but I just free wing it as the show goes. I try to go with a flow. All right, and you're always going to hear me say go with the flow. Exactly when we're doing combinations. You want to do combinations and practice them so that there's a flow with your body going in that direction. You don't want to fight your body. All right, so if you're here and someone says, say you're a righty, so you're in a left fighting stance here, all right, hands are up. Someone comes in with a punch to your face. Great block that really hurts is what we call inner forearm block. And if your hands are here, all it is take your hand, close your fist, opposite of the ending part of your block. So this will be an outer forearm block inward, all right? This is your inner forearm. All right, the inside. This is your outer forearm. So from here, an outer forearm, if you take it and snap it this way, someone's going to throw a punch and you snap and you hit them in the wrist. You could break their wrist. You're going to hurt them. All right, you can hit with your hand part, or you can hit with this bone right here. All right, and hit hard. You tighten it up. You're loose until the last second. All right, notice I got a little hip jog. All right, so you're here, boom. I can block here, or I can block here. If I block to the front, that's like, it won't be as much power as if I came way back, because now I'm coming way back and I'm picking up momentum. All right, so that's a good block, inner forearm, outer forearm block inward. All right, so you're in outer forearm block right here. All right, outer forearm block here. Practice right and left, all right? Outer forearm block here. Outer forearm block. So you've blocked them. Now you want to go with the flow again. So you're here, all right? Bah! Then look at back fist. All right? So 1. Come down. 2. So notice I'm here and I block here. I snap. We snap our wrists and we try to get a hip jog with the snap. There's a lot of power there. All right? So 1. All right? 1, 2. Look at 2. 1, now opposite of my last second move, that's your back fist to the temple of the face. So you block this arm out of the way, either arm, boom, and you're just right there for a back fist. 1, 2, all right? Now, you figure out what position your body's in. So if I go 1, 2, I can come up with a short side thrust to the knee. And believe me, you get hit with a good side thrust to the knee, they're going down, especially if you connect. And if you hit it on the side, it's a very, very lethal kick. Looks easy. It's not that hard. All right? So 1, 2, all right? 3. Or 1, 2, 3. See how I did it together? That's a little advanced. But 1, step 2, up 3. See how I come up? All right? I come up. My foot's, a lot of time I'll tell my new students, start your side thrust this way. Take your foot, put it this way. Pick it up. Keep it in that position. That's the angle. That's a knife edge, we call that on our feet. Here, all right? Bring it up to your other knee or as high as you possibly can. And then snap it straight out. Up, snap, all right? And back. Notice after I snap, I bring it back. I don't snap and drop, all right? 1, 2. See how I didn't even take a step that time? 3. So you can take a step, not take, practice all different, because you want to be able to do any technique in any situation, but you want to get that flow. And if you noticed, 1, 2, I'm in this direction, 3. Now, I can also go 1, 2, all right? Block. I hit the hand, block, back fist. Whether I missed or not, it's up here. He's going to see it coming, and he's going to flinch. He's going to either try to block it, then you front round with the opposite foot. You're still going on the same type of 1, 2. Look at it. Now, I'm not turning this way. I'm going block here. Block. You don't want to block way over. You don't want to stop short. You've got to block your face or the area you're blocking. 1, 2. Look at it. Now I get myself into the position for a front round. Front round, you're coming up, all right? You're going to pivot. You're going to come up this way. You're going to, we call it a good chamber. Up, chamber. All right? That's a front round. The front round comes here, round. A 45 comes on a 45 angle. It comes up, 45. Front snap, straight, 90. All right? You want to practice them all. All right? They're all pretty easy. All right? Someone's going to come. You're ready. You're ready. They throw a punch. Boom, boom. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. You're down. Pretty easy. All right? Another one. Say someone's coming down with a stick, or they're coming down with a knife. Anyone comes down with a knife and you don't have any something to protect yourself but your own body, you have to use your hand. You can get hit with the knife in the hand, but it's better than getting hit on your body. All right? That's obvious. So you're here, right? High section block. Now notice my high section block comes on an angle. It's not starting way over here. It's not starting here. It's starting where my head begins. Right? So if they come anywhere here, I'm blocked. Notice I'm on an angle. I'm not this way. This way it'll cave in on you. This way, if they hit, you have a good chance of it sliding down. Same thing. Your hand's opposite, then it twists up. So you're snapping hard. So if they have a knife or they're coming down, you can hit their wrist. Right? You can hit their wrist with this outer forearm, hurt their wrist. And maybe even drop the knife if they have the knife there. They have a stick, you've got to block the stick. Pipe, whatever. Block. You got to block your head. This is, your head's running the whole show. Get hit in the body, you might be all right. You never know. You won't die. But you get hit in the head with a knife or a pipe or whatever, lights out. You're going to get hurt. So protect it. Use your hand to protect it. Either hand. You have two of them. All right. So 1. All right. All right. I'm here. How's that? You've blocked. They're like this. You've blocked it. Straight in. Straight in. Opposite. Close fist. Opposite. Snap up. All right. While you're doing this, you're chambering. Whoa. That works together, and that flows together. All right. It's a great combo right there. Any block and a punch is a good combo, because I'm assuming you blocked. And if you're blocked, even in a uniform block, boom, go straight over. Right? High section, boom, straight over. If they had a weapon and you kind of blocked it, that gives you the opportunity to get that good shot in. Okay, so high section block, punch. You're here. Look at hands here. See how I do this? Boom. I'm not just blocking and leaving my hand there because you can't throw a good punch. All right, so you're here, block, 2. Now, front snap kick right after. 1, 2, front round. See the flow I'm going? I'm here. My body's going this way. So might as well just keep it going that way. And then give them a final shot. Most people who aren't bullies or someone who wants to mug you and stuff, I would imagine they're not great fighters. All right, they're probably in another world. So if you block what their first one, and then you throw a punch, even if that punch was this, it got their attention. All right, so 1, 2, you don't even have to hit them, but this one here, you're going for a front round to the knees. You're going for a front round to the groin area, the midsection. All right, even high section if you want to follow through. But as he's seeing your fist coming this way, they try to lift their hands up to block. You've got all this open, wide open. Boom. 1, 2, front snap. How's that? That's easy. 1, 2, front snap. You practice that in the mirror. 1, 2. Bah! You do both of them at the same time if you want. Right? Bah, bah, bah. Front snap, front round, side thrust. In the crescent, all right? I'm not going to do reverse round kicks or back kicks today. I'm going to make it easy. Just do some basic stuff here. So you have the inner form, your outer form to the inward, all right? Outer form to the outward is that way, all right? I don't want to confuse everybody, but that's outer form, outward, outer form, inward. It's inward towards your body. There's your inner form, outward, right? So you can use your inner form also. It's you say, wow, why don't you just use that one block? Well, we try to make it so that no matter what situation you're in, you can use your hand to coincide with whatever attack they're going to come with. So any situation that you're in or they're coming at you, you're kind of ready if you practice a lot. All right? So that's inner form, high section. Now, one of my favorites was, we call it like a palm block. And the reason I think it's a favorite, when I boxed many years ago, I would use that even a lot of times when we were sparring with my sparring partners. And they'd throw a jab, and I would snap whatever punch they threw at me, whether it was their jab or a right or whatever, or their power. I'd go like this, and it'd drop them for a second, and I'd come straight in. So this palm block, almost like you want to keep it like a knife hand, all right? Keep it nice and flat. Boom. And all it is like a slap, but it's a direction, all right? So if someone coming in, you're slapping it down. As you slap them down, their body kind of moves forward, especially their head. So you're directing them. And look at how easy that is. Your hands are here. Bah, bah. All you're doing is this. It doesn't take much time to get that off. It takes a lot of practice, and you practice with your friends. It's not hard to do. Bah. Trying to get their hand as it's coming in. Now, as you do that, I said they're going to move forward still a little more because you brought them down. Boom! You're hitting them straight in to the face. Beautiful, beautiful combination. I always loved that one, especially boxes. I used to like to box many years ago. I quit because boxing and Taekwondo, I just got to have enough time for each one, and I couldn't do both. Boxing was so much fun, and I used a lot of my martial arts when I would box. Doesn't mean you're going to beat all the boxers because there are some great boxers out there, seasoned, and they've got as many tricks up their sleeve as you do. So my thing was, if I'm a good Taekwondoist, martial artist, I'm going to be a great boxer. And it doesn't work that way. And you have to practice both in their own entity the way that style is. So, but anyway, you're here. You're going to fight. You're here. Your hands are up. Somebody comes in with a pad, just keep snapping. Right? All right? Now, again, look at it. I'm in a flow. I'm going in this direction, front round, basic front round. And my front round comes this way. Now, 45 is almost like the front round, in between the front round and the front snap. All right? Again, front snap, straight in. Front round, this way. All right? Big 90 degree with your body to the ground. And 45 is just it's a 45. You're coming in at a 45 degree angle. It's very quick. It's one of the quickest kicks. And it's great to score midsection. 45s, you're not going to do too many high kicks with that because of the fact, you'd probably bang up their hands and stuff. For the front round, you're coming up and coming over. But the 45 this way. Remember, always be ready, all right, for the next move, all right? Even if there's not going to be a next move, you be ready for that next move so that you're in balance. If you're not ready, that means a seasoned fighter is going to test you and see what you can do. When he sees a weakness, like you not being ready after so many 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kicks, and relaxing, it's a pattern. So he's going to wait. He's going to let you do that kick. He's going to let you come in, and then when he sees that you relax after the third move, he's going to make his move, and he's going to counter you. You have to think of that. Always think that the person you're fighting is probably better than you. So don't assume that you can get away with trickery. So those are pretty basic, easy blocks, followed with basic, easy punch. That's easy. And a punch, you're in the mirror. This is a good way to practice. You're here. If you're a righty, this is your strong. All right? If you're a lefty, there's your strong. You're left. If you're ambidextrous, you've got the good. You're lucky. You can do both of them with the same strength. I'm a righty, so if I had to, I would want my right to be the back, even my leg, because that's where it's going to pick up more momentum and more power. All right? You want to practice both right and left. Sometimes, a lot of times both are equal, but most people have that strong side. Especially if you grew up a righty, your whole life you were righty, you kind of favored that because that was your strong side. This time, in Taekwondo, go both, so that they're pretty close. All right? So that if you're in this stance or in this stance, it's not going to matter. Okay? So again, 1, right? 1, 2, any kick. Right? 1, 2, any kick. Right? And then palm block. And palm blocks, as I say, are pretty good blocks. And they're not going to really hurt your opponent, but they're fast. They're fast. Same thing with a palm block coming this way. All right? Somebody with a front snap kick, you can sweep it out of the way and then open them up. All right? That's another show. So practice both sides. Stretch before, stretch after. And those are a couple of nice little exercises. Before I leave, I really want to spend the next 10 minutes just talking about acupressure in your body to relieve pain in certain other parts of your body. All right. You've heard of acupuncture, where they put the needles. Acupressure is more or less putting your pressure with your own hands, all right, or your body part, to a certain point on your body to alleviate pain other parts of your body. And it's an ancient art, thousands and thousands of years, and many millions and millions of people have used it. You can be skeptical, but I'm a skeptic until I can prove things work, and this definitely works. I've had meniscus problems, say for the last 20 years. I had a meniscus operation. Never had to go back, but I have a lot of pain if I walk. Sometimes I walk 5-7 miles a day at my work or training or whatever I'm doing, and my knee hurts. I go through it, and I just, you'll learn tolerance, but it hurts, and it's tight. Started doing this acupressure, and I can't believe how it alleviates the pain. So I want you to try it. You can Google acupressure on the knee, on the back, on the hands, on any part of your body. There are different parts, meridians or whatever they call it, and I'm not going to get deep into it, that affect parts of your body. So my knee, which is my meniscus problems, was on both sides. He took out whatever I had a problem, and it's been pretty good ever since. Gets really tired and sore. One of the great acupressure is you make a fist or a muscle here. This part right here, where your elbow is, that little indentation. Take your left thumb and really press right in here, right in this area. Press hard, 30 seconds, minute. After that, move it up just a little, all right? All right, move it up just, so you're here, move it up just a little, probably a half an inch up towards your muscle. After that, a half an inch towards your hand. That whole area, give a good massage. Your right will alleviate the pain in your left, and your left will alleviate the pain in your right. Don't be afraid to really press, and if you feel like very sensitive, that's the part you want to really press. You do that, and I know from experience, as I'm doing it, I can feel my leg feeling better. All right? Practice that, both sides, all right? Make a fist where your elbow is, straight up in that little line there, right there. Press with your thumb. Go up an inch, press with your thumb, right around that area. Go up the other side, press within an inch. Your hand, all right? Now that's one area for the knees, and there's a lot of areas in your body that will affect your knees. That's one that I really like. The other one is your hand right here, right? 3 fingers down, right there. Start massaging that, all right? Massage it 30 seconds, that area. Come down a half an inch, massage, 30 seconds, all the way down. Nice and tight. And when you feel, as you're going down here, when you feel a sensitive spot, work on that spot. Supposedly that's what will alleviate the pain, because there's a little connection there. Make sure you do both sides. That's pretty easy. 3 fingers down from your hand. You start there, all right? And look for that. Press hard. Don't be afraid. You're going to hurt yourself. It's a good workout for your other forearm, too. Sometimes I'll be driving the car and I'll do this. All right, I'll be driving the car and just doing this. I'm paying attention, but I'm getting my acupressure before I go to work. Now I feel great. Next one and that's for the knees, all right? This one's for the knees, and this one's for the knees, all right? You do your right, will affect your left. You do your left, it'll affect your right. Last one for your knees, your middle joint, all right? Not the top joint, your middle joint, and all your fingers, all right? Massage it really tight. Massage that really tight, 30 seconds each finger. People go, that don't work. Well, just try it, all right? It don't even know you're doing it. A lot of times I'll walk through the store or I'll just walk at work and I'm doing my own acupressure right here, doing my hands. No one knows. Even this, I'll walk this way. So I'm giving myself sort of acupressure massage for my knee. And all of a sudden I can feel my knee feeling better. Because as my knee gets tired, it's hard to bend without pain. All right? So as I'm doing this, I'm doing these exercises, as I'm doing my daily stuff, I'll go like this saying, it's gone. People won't believe me. You can Google acupressure. YouTube has thousands of them. Don't be afraid to check them out. And I know you say, well, I'm doing this because if you already have and you're skeptical, and now you see me saying that it's not a commercial, it's acupressure. You see me saying it works, all right? So now I'm trying to reinforce. You got a shoulder blade, or you got a shoulder problem, or an elbow problem. Google YouTube, or Google anything, acupressure for elbow. And you'll be rubbing your calf muscle, you'll be rubbing your toes. You'll go, what does that have to do with it? There's a connection there, beyond anything I could understand. And believe me, it's years and years of practice. It's like being a doctor to understand, especially those people throwing those needles in you, all right? Acupuncture, but people swear by them, all right? Your whole body is one unit, all right, in certain parts. And what it does, what they're saying is it stimulates the brain. So if I'm doing this or I'm doing this, it's going to go up and stimulate the brain because it's connected somewhere. And that certain move will stimulate the brain to work on your knee. I'm not getting too deep into it because I really haven't studied it, that much. So I don't want to give false information. I'm just giving you information that I know works. And I just can't believe it. It just helps so much. Instead of taking an aspirin or a Tylenol or a Motrin or whatever, which works, but that goes to your brain to stimulate and to numb everything. This is just going, it's working, and it's going to alleviate some of the pain. And there's many more. And I don't know what they are. I know these 3 work easy for me. I can do them while I'm driving, all right? I can do it. I'm not driving too fast. I can do while I'm walking. Watching TV, just start doing your massage, all right? And there's a massage for everything. There's a massage for sleep. There's a massage for, acupressure, excuse me. I call it a massage because you are kind of massaging it a little. It's acupressure. It's about all the time I have on this show. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can catch this show on YouTube, Taekwondo Grandmaster Bob Lemire, and you'll see all my shows. So next time, have fun and train hard.